honest with you, I like to take some chances when it comes to this video series. I've done 2 wines at once. That was a pretty big deal. I've done that a few times now, so that's getting kind of old hat. I have talked about wines that I know very little about, except for what's in the bottle, what are the grapes, and how it tastes. I couldn't find much information about the wine itself, so I could tell you that. So that's kind of a wing and a prayer. Today, I'm going to be talking about I've got lots and lots of information about this, and I'm hoping I can get all of the information into one video without boring the crap out of you. Today we're going to be looking at the Creekside 2016 Syrahs. And the interesting part about the 16 Syrahs is this is the very first time that all 3 of their major playing Syrahs have been out at the wine tasting bar at the same time. Usually you get a 15 unbroken or a 16 broken press or a 14, whatever you get, but it always seems to be different as far as the vintages go. Now you can actually sit down and taste the difference between all 3 wines, and that's what really makes it exciting. But let's start here. All 3 wines are made the same way. I'm leaving the regular Syrah out of this. I'm talking about iconoclast, broken press, and unbroken press. They make up the entire output of their Queenston Road vineyard. They are aged 21 months in French and Hungarian oak barrels. Here's the real difference though. The iconoclast Syrah is just the declassified stuff that doesn't make it into unbroken and broken press. That's it. Broken has got 3% of skin contact Viognier in the mix, while unbroken is 100% Syrah. And as I said, this is the first time that you can taste all 3 at the tasting bar at one time. Let's start with the iconoclast. This one, right here. It is not a lesser wine in any way, shape, or form. I told you how they're made. It's just declassified fruit, but great vineyard. Plenty of weight, meatiness, spicy middle, loaded with white pepper and a red berry core. It's a juicier wine than the other 2. Let's go with that. But it's the wine you're going to drink right now. But it can age under screw cap. I think wines age wonderfully well. So 5 to 7 years. That's what I'm giving this wine. Maybe a little longer, but it's juicier. It's a great version of Syrah. Moving on to the broken press. No new oak in this wine whatsoever. 300 cases made, so if you get your hands on a bottle, you've got something very special. The Viognier helps to add a little floral nuance to this wine, but it is still mostly meaty and red fruit dominated. What I found about the broken press this time is it's much more approachable than the unbroken press. Still a really brawny and brooding wine that'll age a decade or more, but this one needs some time. But let's look at unbroken. Wow, this is going to be hard. Unbroken, 300 cases as well, mainly used oak, and it delivers on that meatiness, that smokiness, that pepperiness that you expect from really good Syrah. There's also a dark fruit core with some cocoa, powerful tannins that grab the tongue and just won't let go. It is a tight wine. It needs some time. It needs a decanter. It needs a big glass. But what it really needs is patience. It needs lots and lots of patience. So I would suggest having it. Let it age naturally. This will reward you easily in 7 to 10 plus years, but I would go at the 7 to 10 mark. It's going to be a beauty, but right now it is just one of those powerful wines that, yeah, needs time. So, let us recap. The Iconoclast, Syrah, $25, 4 stars out of 5. Unbroken Press, $55, 4+ stars out of 5. My favorite is the Broken Press. Woo! $55, 4.5+ stars out of 5. And I'm Michael Pinkus, the Grape Guy, for michaelpinkuswinereview.com. Join me again next week when hopefully I'm only juggling one wine. See you next week. Cheers. You've been watching Michael Pinkus Wine Review's weekly Ontario wine video review.
Join me every week as I review another great wine from the most unlikely of wine regions, Ontario, Canada. To learn more, visit the website, michaelpinkuswinereview.com. There you can sign up for the bi-weekly newsletter full of views, reviews, video links, podcast updates, and so much more. You can also follow me on Facebook at Michael Pinkus Wine Review or on Instagram and Twitter at The Grape Guy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next week.